views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Live an enlightened and authentic life by standing in your own power. Silver Gaia Radio, Journey to Gaia with Dr. Brie Gibbs brings forth new information supporting the ascension process happening on the planet now. Learn the true meaning of the word goddess and why each and every one of us is a divine being. Dr. Brie travels multiple worlds, bringing through the unknown ancient knowledge and messages to help you remember who you truly are and live life with truth, trust, and passion.
For more information about Brie's services and products, visit silvergaia.com.
Now, here's your host, Dr. Brie Gibbs.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Brie. Thank you for listening to Silver Gaia Radio. You know, I ran across this amazing woman that was doing ancient healing codes, and I thought, what the heck? I got to find out what this is all about. And we've heard about the healing codes, but I found out they were actually called healing light codes. So I talked with her, and she was able to help me with some situations I was going through to receive messages a lot easier. And Linda Jollo is my guest today, and we're going to talk to her about these codes and how they're beneficial to all of us, from weight loss to encoding on different things that we need for ourselves and our body, whether it be receiving messages, whether it be understanding what we need every day. So hi, Linda. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. So I want to know, how did you get these codes?
It started with a meditation one day.
Mm-hmm.
I had a break at work. I'm a massage therapist. I do psychic and healing work. And I had a break, so I was doing my everyday meditation. And I said, how is healing going to look in the fifth dimension?
Oh.
And they said, if you will do the work, we will give you codes. And I said, what? What are those? And about that time, my office manager, Dorothy, knocked on the door and said, you have a walk-in. Now, most of my clients are referrals and not walk-ins off the street. I saw 3 walk-ins back to back, and the code was a number. I began to see numbers. And so I grabbed a pen and I wrote down the number. And the number was the same, 87-47-839. And then I still had a 3-hour break.
Wow.
Imagine that. And I said, so what do these numbers mean? And they said, what was the common denominator? And I said, they were walk-ins. And they go, no, as they laughed. And they said, what did they have wrong with them? They all came in with sciatic nerve pain. So if you have sciatic nerve pain, you can write 87-47-838 on your arm with your finger, and that will relieve your sciatic nerve pain.
So they don't have to use a pen. They can just put
use their finger
on their
arm
skin. On the skin, and write that, and they will be able to encode what they need.
Exactly.
Wow.
So when you do your light encoding, you want to remember to leave the spaces in. The spaces are like the sharps and the flats of a musical equation. So the light codes are light and sound frequencies in their mathematical form. So everything has a light and color frequency. Everything has a sound frequencies. And all of those have a mathematical form. So we use the new mathematical form to upgrade your body and the information that happens. So when you use the healing codes, you shift your unconscious beliefs and emotions. You shift the chemicals that are being released into your body. And in doing so, you're able to shift your nervous system, your digestive, your endocrine system, your hormones, your energy levels, and your balance. You're also able to use them for spiritual awareness. You're also able to use them on your pets.
That's very true. I tried it for fleas. It works.
And it works.
It worked. It worked.
Yes.
With dogs.
We only, with dogs, we do it with our dogs and our horses and our chickens. And we only use a non-toxic chemical in the springs when the fleas and the ticks are out.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps up with them, but it can't always keep up with them, especially if you had a mild winter and it's wet. They seem to have an overgrowth.
Right.
And our dogs
and this year we had an overgrowth of
our
fleas,
dogs and animals are outside all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we do both. They get their codes. Very interesting. Some of the reports back for the codes for the animals are, my friend Diane said, my cats come and get their codes every day.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 of her cats come every day. 1 comes whenever it wants codes. And when she gets a code, she says, well, do you want a code for love to overwhelm the planet? And if they want that code, they'll come up, sit at her, and then she'll write the codes on them. If they're not interested in codes, it doesn't matter what she calls out. They won't come over and get their codes.
Oh, wow.
But they come every day.
That's great. That's great.
It's a lot of fun.
So how long have you been getting these codes?
For a couple years now. I actually started about the end of 2014.
Okay.
And so we're now up to 2017. So we have codes for every system in your body,
Mm-hmm.
Central nervous, endocrine, head and neck, spinal, stomach, you name it, we have codes.
So if somebody has an autoimmune disease, do you have a code for that?
I do.
And what kind of code would that be used?
Well,
Let's give them an example.
Let's give them an example. So autoimmune disease would be...
So she's looking at her book right now.
I have this huge book now, and I am working on a website where you will be able to access all of the codes.
Oh, good. You know, the one nice thing is why she's looking at this book, I want to tell you guys this. You can have a reading done by her, and then she just gives you the codes you need. And that's what happened with us. She gave me the codes I needed. And it was amazing, the transformation I was going through anyway, which relieves some of the side effects. You know, when we go through a personal transformation, the spiritual ones, we either get the flu or we get, you know, some type of body ache or we get depressed or whatever, right? And the codes that she gave me helped me get through the transformation a lot easier. I was amazed. But what's really nice is she's been getting these codes before we ended up in the 5th light. And, you know, a lot of people say in the 5th dimension, and I want to explain that real quick. When we left the 3rd dimension, we left that talk behind. And a lot of people say, well, what do you mean we left behind? And so through meditation and talking with my guides and the green goddess, I found out, no, we went from the 3rd, now into the 4th light, the 5th light, the 6th light, 7th light. You know, they're all coming. And so start looking at them as light. And it's a new gateway, it's a new pattern. And leave the 3rd dimensional talk, kind of leave it behind. If you could send it back, release it, whatever you can do. I know that's been really important for me. Whether, you know, Linda's been working on this before we ended up in the 5th light here, and it's like, wow, she's got it. She's got stuff that we need. You know, so she's looking up this code.
Okay, so let's just start with...
okay, you found something great.
Yeah. Let's just start with diabetes.
Okay.
Because diabetes is one of the leading rapidly rising conditions on the planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have been diagnosed for pre-diabetic or you get diabetes when you are pregnant, you would use this code. The code is 15 space 13 space 916.
Okay, so let's say that a little bit slower.
15 space 31 space 916. Now, if you need to balance your insulin level because you are a diabetic, you would use this code, which is 44 space 34 space 131. And again, that is 44 space 34 space 131. If you have problems with your feet. If you have a slight infection, because when you're a diabetic, wounds don't heal well.
Right, or they have a lot of tenderness.
And they have a lot of tenderness. Right. You can use this number, which is 44 space 34 space 135.
Wow.
And it's similar to the one for balancing insulin, which was the last number was 131. And in this one, it's 135.
We only have about a minute left before we have to take a break. When we come back, I want to find out how you got these codes, how they were delivered to you. I know for a fact these are real. And on the show is all about being your true authentic self. And I've seen it change with other people that have used your codes that you've come up with. They're not your codes. You're the conduit.
I'm the conduit.
Right.
Yes.
They
conduit. Actually come from Archangel Raphael and the Divine Mother.
Wow.
They channel them into me.
Okay. So we'll be back with more with Linda and Silver Gaia Radio.
Brie Gibbs is a fourth-generation high priestess with the knowledge to raise your vibration and conscious creation. Offering a wide variety of services from goddess light and shamanic healing seminars to private reading sessions, Brie works with you so you too can stand in your own power. Isn't it about time you took your life into your own hands? For more information about Brie's services and products, visit silvergaia.com. That's silver, GAIA.com.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JenRoyster.com for more information.
At a crossroads in your life, in need of answers, trying to discover your life dream or how to manifest it? Dr. Catherine Lehman, with a team of angels, guides, master teachers, has been helping people unveil the truth to the path of abundance and freedom for over 40 years. Training with shamans, teachers, and healers globally, Dr. Lehman will guide you to action and discovering your soul's path. Schedule a session today, 951-313-8541. It's 951-313-8541.
Crystal Voyage, located in Tacoma, Washington, is here to help guide your personal journey of awakening and raising your personal vibration. Tap into their on-site practitioners to choose from personalized readings, massage therapy, Reiki and energy healings, body-mind kinesis, life coaching, and many more modalities. Check out their store, showcasing an extensive array of crystals, stones, jewelry, books, and more. They also promote a network of readers offering animal communication, past life regression, aura cleaning and healing, channeled messages, numerology, and so much more. Visit their website at www.crystalvoyage.com to learn more.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. So I'm with my guest, Linda Jollo, and I want to give out a code for everybody.
Okay, which one would
Abundance.
you like? Abundance?
Let's give it out for everybody.
So when you're writing this down, you need to make room for a longer space because it is a long code.
So it's kind of slow.
So it'll be slow.
Okay.
So we begin with 1, 3, space 2, 4. Space 6, 8, 6, space 9, 7, 8, 9, space 4516. And this is for financial security. We put the codes in once a day because we do not have the automatic update button as of yet. And when you write them in, please remember to leave the spaces. And again, the number is 13 space 24 space 686 space 9789 space 4516.
There we go. Now they got a code for abundance.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. And abundance, though, doesn't always mean money, though.
No, abundance.
Having friends, being abundantly full of love for yourself and for others,
And when we are full of love for ourselves and we have abundance of friends and family and joy and laughter, and all of those things that make up our life, that's how we create and manifest that which we want to experience. And then the money comes from that fulfillment, that abundance. It overflows and creates the next event in our life.
So a question I have for you, this just kind of popped in my head. If we call in the I am present, and we're telling the I am present, this is the code we need,
right?
Can the I am present encode it into us?
Sure.
Okay. So then it wouldn't have to be written every day if we didn't want to then. If the I am present is already...
You would have to write it in initially.
Right.
And why we write it in is so that it goes into the cellular level.
Okay.
It crosses the left and right hemispheres of your brain. It is so that your body gets activated and remembers that you are making a change, and this is the change that you're making in your life.
Okay. So, but with calling the I am present, doing that at the same time, then the I am present is encoded then after that. Okay, cool. That was just came to me. I wanted to know about
Archangel Raphael and the Divine Mother come as well to actually encode the codes that you use.
Wow.
They're actually present. Good. So you need to be present, grounded, and take a few minutes to thank them and invite them in. They're wonderful, fabulous beings to work with. And our I am present is just amazingly awesome.
The one thing, as there's situations going on, right? And I called in my I am present, and then I called in their I am presence. And I had this group talk going on in my living room, right? With all these three people, right? And me. And I said, this is what I expect out of you. This is what I expect out of you. And this is what I expect. And this is what I expect out of my I am present, right?
Right.
And everything worked out perfectly. And it was just like the next day, all of a sudden, I'm waking up. I'm going, I'm in a good mood. And everybody I talked to were like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this. And it was like, it worked.
It works.
And people need to know it's so simple. It's to call the I am presence in of everybody that they want to talk to you.
Exactly. And when you do that, your life goes so much easier.
It does.
It is called living above and below. And you live
as
in
above,
present.
so below.
Exactly. And when you live in the present, you are a gift to yourself and the world.
Right.
So be present. Be the gift. And on that note, I'm going to give you a code to enhance your clarity and reception to divine guidance. And this one is an equally long one. So we begin with 52, space 484, space 965, space 1023. Again, the numbers 52, space 484, space 965, space 1023. And that's for clarity and reception of divine guidance.
That was a big one for me, to help me. And when you gave me the codes from Gaia, right?
Right.
I was like, wow, I received the messages. They come in clearly. I know what I have to say, what she wants to say, and it just comes out now without the hesitation whatsoever.
Exactly. And it really anchors in the energy. It really allows you to be one with everything. And it allows you to really trust that inner wisdom, that inner knowingness, that little voice that talks to you every day. And you don't go, I'm sitting on the freeway. It's going to be an hour and a half before I get to the next exit, before I can exit off. why didn't I take a surface street when they said turn here?
Right. You know, it's really kind of funny. It's not funny, but on the weekend, my mom's cat had to join her. I'm gonna say it like that because I'm a little emotional about it. So right, and I was headed to Lens Crafters to get my glasses adjusted. Right, and as I got out of the car, I was walking a little bit. Right, like probably about 15 steps, and I saw a stone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was emotional. You know, I did pay attention to the stone. I heard go back. Okay. I'm going back. And there was a piece of lapis there, and I picked it up in the Tacoma shopping center. There's no stores.
There's no stores that carry gemstones.
No, not there. And I picked it up, and then I found out by using your codes from, you know, all my guides and everything, and from the universe, that was my gift that day.
Right.
Because they knew I was, you know, pretty upset. One, did I fail my mom? You know, just normal responses, right? And I'm just going, oh my gosh. But you know what? I carry that piece now with me. And I'm like going, oh, okay. And every time I get to a point where I feel like, you know, I've had enough with the arthritis, to say, right? I use the code. It works. So, I mean, I don't bring things on I don't believe in. No. You know, and I'm amazed that you've got this whole book of codes that the Divine Mother and Archangel Raphael have given you to help people.
It's amazing. I am truly blessed every day. Mm-hmm. I'm astounded at how well the codes work. I use them every day. We're heading into allergy season, so I would like to give you guys some allergy codes.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's here in the Northwest, we're finally getting out of the rainy season, right?
Right.
And we're headed into the allergy season. Oh, my goodness. Who knew?
Yeah.
So we have an allergy code in general. Okay. So if you do not know what your allergy is, please use the one in general. And that is 13 space 14 space 335. Mm-hmm. Now, in the Northwest, we have high tree pollen right now.
Right.
So the tree pollen code is 21 space 69 space 782. If you're allergic to, let's say, mold, if mold is a real issue, you would use 51 space 61 space 721. If you were allergic to grass, you would use
I knew this for my husband.
36.
Wow.
Space 42 space 931. And again, these are just some examples of the codes that we use.
So we've heard on the body. Now, what about the spiritual side of it? That's my big thing on this show is we've heard now how to handle the physical. Now what about the spiritual?
We have lots of codes for spiritual things. Let me get to that section here. Mm-hmm. So when we work with the spirit, some of the things that we work with would be to work on self-love and self-worth.
Yes.
Which is always a big one. So we want to increase those to optimal levels. So for self-love and self-worth, you would use code 84 space 72 space 167. Again, 84 space 72 space 167. One of the codes that I use every day is the well-being code.
That's a good idea.
Because when we do a code for our arthritis or our stiff neck, or even for increasing our self-love, we want to replace it with what we want to create,
right?
Which is well-being. Mm-hmm. So I put the well-being code in every day. And if I'm having a particularly rough day, I put it in more often. So the code for well-being is 33 space 96 space 815.
Wow.
Again, 33 space 96 space 815. One of the other things that we're working on right now is to have your wounded inner child be given the grace to communicate its needs to you so you can begin to heal.
And I did that before, just, a while ago.
So if you're working on your inner child and your wounded inner child, the code would be 73 space 75 space 766.
Now, is that something that they should put on daily when people are working on that? Because I didn't have the codes and I didn't know you then. And so last year I was working on the wounded child and the inner child, and she was finally feeling safe to come back in. So, and, she was like halfway in, halfway out. It was kind of, and so, but now that these codes are here, it's easier for them to use that daily.
It's easier for you to do them daily so that you can begin to trust and notice the changes that happen in your body. So often we are out of our body. We do not spend enough time. We do not listen to our body. How many of us say every day, hey, you in there, heart, lung, cells, what's going on? What do you need today? We don't. I don't even do it every day. Thank God I have the well-being code, right?
Right.
So if you were working on these things, please put them in every day. They anchor them in. They get you used to paying attention to your body so that you can be present and figure out what your body is trying to tell you, what your spirit is trying to tell you. It is very important. The codes will be the stepping stone for how we stay on the planet 150 years. It will be just one of many ways.
Very true. From the encoding of words to the numbers, it's true.
Right.
So we need to take a short break, and we're back with our Silver Gaia Radio and Linda Jollo.
Gifted intuitive healer and spiritual teacher Sarah Luce brings her unique style to the hit show Small Steps, Big Breakthrough Radio on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in each month as Sarah turns reality on end and shows us how to experience expansive results with simple yet powerful steps. Expect an enlightening bend on what you currently believe is possible. For show details and upcoming topics, visit sarahluce.com. That's SARALOOS.com.
Brie Gibbs is a fourth-generation high priestess with the knowledge to raise your vibration and conscious creation. Offering a wide variety of services from goddess light and shamanic healing seminars to private reading sessions, Brie works with you so you too can stand in your own power. Isn't it about time you took your life into your own hands? For more information about Brie's services and products, visit silvergaia.com. That's silver, GAIA.com.
If you have been struggling with fear and anxiety, you know how debilitating these emotions can be. You constantly doubt yourself. You can't make decisions and feel more and more insecure and stuck. Dr. Friedman Schaub's book, The Fear and Anxiety Solution, will provide you with the insights and tools to break through these challenges. Through a step-by-step process, Dr. Schaub explains how to resolve the subconscious root causes of fear and anxiety and build a strong foundation of inner peace and confidence. Visit www.thefearandanxietysolution.com and get your copy now.
Order your copy of Dr. Friedman Schaub's The Fear and Anxiety Solution today. Visit thefearandanxietysolution.com for more information.
Crystal Voyage, located in Tacoma, Washington, is here to help guide your personal journey of awakening and raising your personal vibration. Tap into their on-site practitioners to choose from personalized readings, massage therapy, Reiki and energy healings, body-mind kinesis, life coaching, and many more modalities. Check out their store, showcasing an extensive array of crystals, stones, jewelry, books, and more. They also promote a network of readers offering animal communication, past life regression, aura cleaning and healing, channeled messages, numerology, and so much more. Visit their website at www.crystalvoyage.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Ted Winslow, founder of SoundSync Tech, the next generation of sound healing frequency technologies. I'm excited to join Dr. Brie Gibbs, host of the Silver Gaia radio show on Transformation Talk Radio. And as a show of appreciation to all the listeners, I'm offering 20% off my sound healing music. Please go to tedwinslow.com and use the coupon code SilverGaia. Looking forward to connecting with you soon.
All right, so Linda, on the break, we were talking about me and my husband. So my husband has long hair, right? He's kind of balded on top, right? Gotta still have the ponytail, so on the sides is silver gray, right? And I grabbed his hair and he says, don't you turn it gray? So I was asking you if you had a code for hair. And so do you have one really for that?
I do. Well, and not for turning it silver
I know,
or non-gray. But I do have one for hair, and the description is, I relax my scalp and give my beautiful hair room to grow luxuriously.
I still need to give that code to him.
Okay, and so the code for that is 21 space 36 space 991. Again, 21 space 36 space 991.
Well, I just hope it all comes in silvery gray.
Well, every time you think of that and put the code for him, it will turn silvery gray. And then he'll go, you did it to me. I know you did it.
And I didn't even put my hands on him. He's going to say, that's it. That's it. You're in trouble now. All right. So we had autoimmune disease we're talking about.
Right.
So you have a whole bunch of different ones.
I have a whole bunch. So one of the common ones, and that causes a lot of people a lot of misery, is chronic fatigue syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And the code for that is 56 space 15 space 327. Again, 56 space 15 space 327.
I think that's really important right now because a lot of people are being downloaded in their sleep right now.
Mm-hmm.
And with the fifth bite here, right?
Yep.
And they are looking at it like, I'm tired all the time. What's wrong with me? And I think that's going to help a lot of people.
It's going to help. If you've been diagnosed with chronic fatigue as well as fibromyalgia, I have 2 codes for fibromyalgia.
What's that?
They will help you tremendously. And then I will give you some spiritual codes to help with some of the light body symptoms that we're experiencing as we're downloading more light. So for fibromyalgia, the code is 76 space 76 space 893. For fibromyalgia that is mixed with other autoimmune conditions and is difficult to diagnose, you would add code 16 space 42 space 647. You can put multiple codes in on top of each other at the same time. The body knows where to send them, and they will just take care of them. If you happen to make a mistake, just like you would use an eraser, say erase,
right,
and write the correct code in. So if you were doing fibromyalgia and you wrote 7-5 instead of 7-6, just say erase and write 76 space 76 space 893.
Okay, so the one thing is you've lost a lot of weight over this code. And I think that we should give the listeners the free weight loss code.
Exactly. So I've lost over 150 pounds.
And how long was that?
In about a year.
Cool.
And the only thing I did was got a small dessert plate and I ate what I wanted.
Right.
So if I wanted lasagna or mashed potatoes and gravy or birthday cake and ice cream,
it was just,
I had it. It just had to fit on the plate.
The small dessert plate, like about 6 inches around?
Yeah.
Okay, so a round, not across, a round. Okay.
Well, a round, yes. And I have wide variety of shapes and colors because I like to look at food when it's pretty.
Right.
So I have triangles and squares and rectangles and, all kinds of pretty plates. So the weight loss code is 31 space 22 space 778. And I put that in multiple times a day. I personally am a stress eater. But the bigger problem for me is I do not like to do energy work or massage when I have a full stomach. So I wait way too long to eat.
So then you wait till like late evening or whatever.
Late evening and then try to consume 1,200 calories and then go to bed 45 minutes later. Yeah. So for me, what it did was create an awareness of how I eat and what my eating pattern is. So I took my eating pattern and said, what can I eat during the day that will not fill me up, but will give me the strength and keep my blood sugar normal?
Right.
So I decided on fruits, vegetables, nuts, protein shakes, things that are simple, things that I didn't have to worry about heating up or trying to refrigerate, but that I could eat between clients.
Okay.
And still have some nutrition. And it worked out very well for me.
Right, because I know with me, when I'm doing healing work or something, yesterday I did 2 of them right in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And I got hungry, and I went and got some stuff to eat, and I was like, oh, I couldn't eat with all the changes that's been happening with the healing codes, with my own body, the ascending, I couldn't eat even half of what I had. So I took it home and gave it to my son, and said, here, enjoy it. He's like, ooh, shrimp and rice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. He was like happy. So 18-year-old. But so I know, but then there's times that I don't want to eat afterwards when I've done the healings.
Right. And that's all normal part of the process. So what you'll find with the healing codes is, and what I get from many people that give me feedback, is at first they don't notice any changes. And then they will say about 4 weeks in, after putting them in minimally of once a day, and more often 3 to 4 times, 12 times if they're having a really bad day, is something changed, but I don't know what. And then by the 12th week, they're like, I feel totally different. The scale has not budged more than 1 or 2 pounds in either direction.
But they felt better.
And then the next time they call, they'll say, oh my God, I've lost 20 pounds. How is that possible? And it's when you relax and begin to be present and work with your body, it begins to let go of unprocessed emotions and unprocessed thoughts that you did not have time to process in the moment. We are so busy, we do not have time to process our feelings, our emotions, and we have a habit of making peace even when we don't really agree with making peace.
See, and I'm kind of like, with the fight here, I'm like, slow down, everybody. Take it easy. Don't worry about things. Everything's right. It's all a prophecy. Everything's going to turn out okay. Calm down.
Yes,
breathe. Don't, breathe from your belly, do a big old dolphin or whale breath, and just breathe and relax.
Breathing is important. We don't do enough breathing. It is very, very important.
Wow.
So absolutely breathe, disconnect, get to relaxing, which is a very, very good thing.
So how can people get a hold of you?
You can call me at 253-303-2283. You can type in Linda Jollo, and my website will come up as a TacomaPsychic.com.
All right.
And
then what days? And you're here at Crystal Voyage.
I'm here at Crystal Voyage on Tuesdays. This month I'll be here on Saturday next week and the following Saturday.
Okay.
But I'm here on Tuesdays from 10:30 until 6.
You're going to be here on 2 days I have my classes.
Oh,
Too cool. Yeah. So I'm going to put a plug in there real quick. So I have a class coming up next Saturday. And it's been all over the internet, and we've been sharing this class and stuff. You know what I'm doing on? Standing in your own power, be your own guru. Why do you think that I'm doing that?
Because we all need to stand in our own power.
That's right. And be your own guru. Research things. If it doesn't feel right, don't use it. If it does, then do it. But not everyone's going to have all the answers for you.
No.
You get a little piece here, a little piece there, and they get that. And it's like, I've heard of the codes. I've listened to other people, but I was so comfortable with your codes, and I knew they were right for me.
Right.
So that's what the class is going to be about.
Awesome.
And so it's a free class, and I just wanted to give back. It's time to start giving back.
It's time to start giving back. There is enough for everybody on this planet. If we look at how our young people are living and working, they are not being slaves like we were. They are not working 60 hours a week. They're like, I want to work from 3 o'clock in the evening until 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
And they make it work for them. They may say, I want to go and tend bar today at Johnny's Steakhouse. Or they may say, I feel like being creative. Maybe I'll go deliver flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And they just go and do that.
Right.
They are not stuck like we were in a job forever.
That's so true.
They're into experiencing that which makes their heart happy.
Unless you're a rebel like me, that's I am going to stay in the goddess light. I work for a little bit, but that's it. So, and that note, we need to take another break. We'll be right back.
The Earth is an ever-changing being. Goddess Light Shamanic Healer Brie Gibbs guides us through the ascending worlds, bringing forth knowledge and truth. As a light creator, she is here to provide new information needed at this time in our evolution. Join Brie as she shares messages from guides, spirits, ascended masters, goddesses, and others. Tune in the second and fourth Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific, and Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific for Silver Gaia Radio.
Crystal Voyage, located in Tacoma, Washington, is here to help guide your personal journey of awakening and raising your personal vibration. Tap into their on-site practitioners to choose from personalized readings, massage therapy, Reiki and energy healings, body-mind kinesis, life coaching, and many more modalities. Check out their store, showcasing an extensive array of crystals, stones, jewelry, books, and more. They also promote a network of readers offering animal communication, past life regression, aura cleaning and healing, channeled messages, numerology, and so much more. Visit their website at www.crystalvoyage.com to learn more.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit TheTruthIsFunny.com.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in to Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Brie Gibbs is a fourth-generation high priestess with the knowledge to raise your vibration and conscious creation. Offering a wide variety of services from goddess light and shamanic healing seminars to private reading sessions, Brie works with you so you too can stand in your own power. Isn't it about time you took your life into your own hands? For more information about Brie's services and products, visit silvergaia.com. That's silver, Gaia.com.
Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Brie. This has been such a fun show today. these different codes. I could think of all sorts of reasons to use them. Make my husband's hair turn silver, get rid of fleas, and they did. Now help people and on our spiritual journeys that we're on. So we did the physical.
Right.
And we've done some emotional.
And while we were at break, we were jokingly saying that women need to have 3 pieces of jewelry. And I said yes for each outfit. On that note, humor and love, when we share, are very powerful healing tools.
Right.
And we have this wonderful code that says, I have an active sense of humor and love to share laughters with others. And that powerhouse code is 4, space 589, space 556. Again, 4, space 589, space 556. And those are powerhouse healers, love and laughter.
I think we all need that.
And we all need that. We just need to lighten up. The other thing that I've been noticing a lot is people have been saying to me, oh my God, I just about was in an accident. Or somebody just missed hitting me.
That's so true, though.
So I have a code for that, for anxiety and fear after an accident or several near accidents.
Right.
And that code is 13, space 25, space 639. Again, 13, space 25, space 639.
So what do you think is making people drive so crazy lately? I noticed that. It's like...
It's the energy. It's very high. And when it's high, people go really fast. Mm-hmm. And when it's somewhere in the middle, they're evenly spaced. And then when it's the photon energy is really low,
right,
it is like, oh my God, it took me all day to get the dishes done.
But this is where I'm different, right? I'm enjoying this energy. To me is home. You know that.
Right, it's home.
And it's actually calmed me down.
Right.
Because it's like I've been waiting for so long for it to come, right? It's like,
if people would begin to just meditate for 2 minutes a day.
And breathe.
And if you remember that you do not have to do meditation in the old way where you sat cross-legged and did Om for hours, right?
Right.
If you take the unconditional love code,
okay,
and you program it,
as I'm grabbing this piece here,
which the unconditional love code is 56 space 57 space 893. Again, 56 space 57 space 893. If you begin to program that in when you walk every day, you will walk unconditional love into the earth and into your community and into your commute when you're driving.
I don't mean
it is that you begin to take part in the community and the universe and the space we call Gaia. It is your small efforts that magnify like the ripple in the water and affects huge changes. So when you walk, be conscious, be present, and walk in love. And all things on the planet will benefit.
I did a half-hour radio show, and I was talking about blessing the planet, thanking the planet, thanking her for what she's given to us. And what you just said is exactly what we're to do.
Exactly.
There's a lot of different rituals you can do and blessings you can do. But, if you're walking in love and staying heart-centered. So the one thing while you're looking up code stuff, I want to bring this out real quick. When you start getting angry, and I'm telling this to everyone because this has been happening with me, and I go, okay, why is the emotions happening? Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, whatever, right? But we have to take responsibility and accountability for our actions. So even though, the energies may feel wonky, right? So move those emotions and your mind, your thoughts out of your mind and into your heart center. Think from your heart center and things will change.
Exactly.
And and the thing about it is, once you start doing that, it's a constant thing you're doing now.
Right.
I know it's made a big change in my life doing that.
Right. If you are angry or frustrated, that is a fear base.
Right.
There is only two things in fifth dimension, love and fear. And underlying anger and frustration is fear. If you remember to just breathe, if you put your hands on your belly button and take 3 breaths where you push your hands out and let your hands collapse in and say, am I present?
Right.
Do I need to react? Can I take a minute to process and assess my feelings and assess how to handle the situation? One of the other things that I do on a daily basis is we have a lot of homeless people here in our area.
Yes.
And one of the codes that I put by on every restaurant and every store that has a dumpster on my route to and from work or when I go into a new area is one that saves food, which is almost spoiled, to be edible, because we have a lot of people.
So you're putting life back into it.
I'm putting light back into it.
Good.
So that code is 42 space 67 space 982. Again, 42 space 67 space 982. This will allow everybody to have food that will help them and not cause them more harm or distress. And it is a simple thing. You can think it or write it as you go by or pull into the parking lot long enough to put it into the space.
Even if you're sitting in your car, you can take your finger out and put your attention out to the dumpster, to wherever you want to put that, and put those codes out there to help people. I know that I tell people, we have only a few minutes before the end of the show, that you never know who that homeless person might be. You never know who, if that is an ascended master. You don't know what their job is and why they're here or their story. And sometimes it's just to make you pay attention. And with that code is great. So, Linda, again, how can they get a hold of you?
My phone number is 253-303-2283. Or you can go to my website at www.tacomaPsychic.com.
Okay.
I am at Crystal Voyage on Tuesdays from 10:30 until 6, and the rest of the time by appointment. And I have an event page, so drop me a line.
We're both on that event page.
Yes, we are.
I'm telling you. We got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to go real quick here. I met Linda here at Crystal Voyage. I heard about her when I first was coming in here. Before I got my office here, I heard about you.
Exactly.
And then I moved in and we struck up this friendship, and we're bringing this information out. And right now, I want people to know it's time to give back. It's not always about what are you going to get out of it, because the universe will always provide for you. Think about it. Do a free reading if you're a reader. If you're a conduit, I call us conduit healers because that's what we are. If you're a conduit healer or a massage therapist or whatever, maybe once a week, give a free reading, a massage, a healing. Give back, because this is what this new earth is about. And it's not even new. It's ancient. We're going back to the ancient ways, and it was about giving and helping each other without any kind of expectation out of it. As I told you, the universe will provide, and we only have just a few seconds left. Linda, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're going to be on here again. It's just a short walk down the hall anyway. And by that note, guys, I want to tell everybody, Goddess blessings. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week on Silver Gaia Radio.
You've been listening to Silver Gaia Radio, Journey to Gaia. Join Dr. Brie Gibbs the 2nd and 4th Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. Each show is designed to share and discuss timely key messages and truths. Dr. Brie brings forth gods and goddesses, ascended masters, and others to communicate the information our world needs. For more about Dr. Brie or Silver Gaia Radio, visit silvergaia.com, and we'll see you next time.